we move on to Adventureland, this time on a walk in the park at Disneyland Paris. Wanted to stop here. This is the Huntington Mill. This is just a big prop by Big Thunder Mountain Railroad here, and it says contact Mr. Jack O. Fergus, foreman. Jack Fergus was a very, not a well-known Disney Imagineer who did a lot of models, among other things, at Walt Disney Imagineering. So I imagine Tony, who was probably one of the people who reached the furthest back when this was built in '92, wanted to have some sort of nod to Jack. Jack never got a lot of credit, but it's cool that there's a reference to him here in the park. And now we'll walk towards Adventureland from Frontierland. I don't know if Jack, I forget, I'm not good with the windows. I forget who of the more obscure people has one or doesn't. I'm not a Main Street window aficionado. So I don't know if Jack is probably on a window somewhere. But that's the only reference to him I can recall seeing in a park. Apparently there's some good Jack stories out there. The Raleigh Crump books apparently have some Jack stories. I probably should read those at some point. I'm bad at, I'm behind on a lot of books. Here we are in Adventureland, a very unique Adventureland. Why don't we start back here in like the India area as the sun sets on the last day of our vacation at Disneyland Paris. Vacation, I was working, don't be ridiculous. So remind me to edit that out. Someone will think we can't vacation. I want to stop here real quick. This is, no, let's come back to that. Because I want to get into all of that. That might even be like half an episode. Just on that place. We're not even going to look that way. We're going to go back here. Am I going the right way? It's on the other side, isn't it?
What's back here? We didn't walk.
No, this just goes to Frontierland. I'm lost, apparently. No, we're gonna go. We'll come back through here.
There's nothing better than getting lost in a Disney park, in my opinion.
Well, this one's still new to me.
Well, because you can only get lost for so long, and then it's not new anymore.
That's true.
So you have to enjoy that.
I don't remember at any point in my life being lost in Florida. I can't even tell you if it ever happened.
Because you had good parents who didn't let you get lost.
We just were always going, so. I don't know. I think I knew Walt Disney World better than my local neighborhood at home.
Yeah, I love getting lost in a new park. You only get one first visit.
Yeah. Tokyo Disneyland was not at all confusing. That park I had within a very short period of time. Disney Sea takes a while to learn. It's got a funky layout.
But in this park, there's so many walkways and pathways.
Yeah, there's a lot of winding paths.
Way more than necessary. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite parts.
Well, it's easy enough to get around because everything cuts across everything, which is nice.
Efficient, too, for traffic flow.
Yeah, it would kind of be nice in Florida. Sometimes we need that.
You live, you learn, you build another park.
Yeah, and then no one goes to that park, so all those paths are somewhat irrelevant.
More concrete for me.
Yeah, it'll be good, though, as they grow the infrastructure's here for it. So, Paris was supposed to get the Indiana Jones adventure. Things financially weren't working out, so they decided, well, let's just get Indiana Jones in here temporarily while we get things rolling. And so they built this little off-the-shelf roller coaster called Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril. It was originally built with very temporary materials. It was only supposed to last a handful of years. And needless to say, they never built the Indiana Jones adventure. The plot's still back there. So this ended up staying. And because it stayed, finally a couple of years ago, they had to build it out of more permanent infrastructure. And now I guess it's here to stay at this point.
It's beautiful theming, but it
pretty.
is one heck of a painful roller coaster.
Yeah, well, that's just maintenance because Raging Spirits, which is at Disney Sea, is the same exact roller coaster track.
Yeah.
Much smoother because it has been well maintained.
So you don't feel like your ears are.
It's not
afterwards.
rattly. No, it doesn't rattle. So, yeah, Paris never got the Indiana Jones adventure.
Well, hopefully they might get something else one day.
Well, there's a big plot back there, and I'm sure someday it'll be filled.
Someday they'll have to use it.
But now we're going to visit Colonel Hattie's Pizza Outpost, which probably sounds completely uninteresting on paper, but is actually really neat for a number of reasons. The first being this used to be a table service restaurant. The table service restaurant was called the Explorers Club, and you're probably like, hey, that sounds somewhat similar to Adventurers Club.
That does sound somewhat.
There's a reason for that. So, Adventurers Club opens in 1989. This park is in development, and I imagine some people had the idea that, oh, this is kind of cool. What if we did something of this sort for Paris? And so they decided we're going to do a sit-down restaurant with walk-around characters, sort of these globe-trotters, these world explorers. Some ways like the Adventurers Club.
It sounds pretty similar.
Yeah, similar enough. Unfortunately, Paris didn't do well out of the gate. They had too much table service, and so it was decided the Explorers Club would be no more.
What is that?
There is water.
The water was not there yesterday.
I think it's supposed to be a waterfall.
There is, but there's somehow the water.
So this little plantation house, I'm guessing that's what it is, was the Explorers Club, but then very quickly became counter service and eventually became Colonel Hattie's Pizza Outpost. Of course, Colonel Hattie from the Jungle Book, an elephant. Why an elephant would own a pizza place and why that pizza place is in, you know, the wilds of the world is beyond me.
Elephants love pizza.
I'm sure they do. We're going to go in here for a moment because a lot of vestiges of Explorers Club still exist here. And even though the line's out the door, we're gonna make this happen. The EC is for Explorers Club. We're gonna fight the crowd here, get through here. So that EC on the lights was left over from Explorers Club. In that, in the ordering area, there's even a big sign that says, there's a birdcage up there. All kinds of cool things. We're gonna go in this back way. We'll find out momentarily, sure. So this still pretty much looks like Explorers Club did. There are different destinations all over the walls here. There used to be more trees in here. They cleared them out to make room for more seating since it was going to be counter service. But up here we've still got some animatronic bird friends from the old restaurant hanging out. These guys would originally have the capability, where's the other ones? These guys originally had the capability, some of them, to interact with the live actors that were in the restaurant.
That's amazing.
So they would be able to talk with the birds and stuff. A la Tiki Room, the birds say words. So
how much fun would that be?
Look at this lamppost here. Look at this. This is really great. The great aesthetic in here. I really love it. This is going to be, the reason I wanted to take you in here is this is closing soon for a remodel of some kind. Paris has been very vague about what they're doing. We don't really know. And that's why I wanted to take a look in here. We're going to try to go into the ordering area because I really want to show you that Explorers Club sign that's up there. We're going to work our way over. close as we're going to get. So you can see. I don't want to bother because I don't think I'm going to be cutting it line. I could get a little closer.
But you can definitely see the flag in the middle.
If I was waiting, you know what? I'll throw in a picture. I took a beautiful picture of it the other night. We'll throw that in for you guys to look at instead of my far away shot. But we didn't. You know, if I was waiting 45 minutes for pizza, which those people probably are, I wouldn't want anyone to even remotely look like they're trying to cut me in line. So, not gonna do that. But we'll see what happens. But one cool thing is there might be some clues to the future of this restaurant just outside of it. So that's where we're going to go. You see there's a beautiful patio. Plenty of places to sit and enjoy your really inedible pizza. We ate here just for the theming. I was determined to eat here before it closed. So even though we knew it was going to be inedible, we ate here. It was inedible to no one's surprise.
We tried to eat here.
Yeah, but we did it. We can say we ate at the Explorers Club / Colonel Hattie's Pizza Outpost. I don't know. If I'm in the back of this line, I'm rethinking my life right now. Because that is not good enough to be waiting that long for. So if we circle over here, just outside of the restaurant, here's a look at some of the bad food we ate. Yum. Here's the sign. Sponsored by Pellegrino. That's right, the sparkling water. So there's even bottles of Pellegrino there. The other fun thing is this piece of luggage here, which has got all these really great little things, including a San Pellegrino ad.
Convenient.
Yeah, it makes sense. All these things that make sense here.
Places that we explorers would travel, maybe.
Yeah. All sorts of. And then there's this guy.
What?
All right, you don't have to ham it up that much. The Society of Explorers and Adventurers. There's actually two of them on here.
Yes, please.
So, a brief history, which I think I gave. Excuse me, it's been a month and a half since I recorded the Disney SeaWorld. But the Society of Explorers and Adventurers began. It's referenced in the Fortress Explorations at Tokyo Disney Sea, and then somewhere along the way it developed a life of its own and became a part of a lot of different stories. It then re-emerged at the Tower of Terror at Disney Sea. It then emerged in Mystic Manor, where we got to see who the members or most of the members were of Sea. And of course, it's part of the Jungle Cruise, the Skipper Canteen, Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar, Misadventure Falls at Typhoon Lagoon. There's even an attraction on the cruise line now. So the universe of the Society of Explorers and Adventurers is expanding, and perhaps that's what we'll soon call Colonel Happy's Pizza Outpost home. Something connected to that great big universe.
I hope so. That would be amazing.
You know, we've got more Adventureland to cover, so why don't we come back for one more walk in the park from Disneyland Paris.